There are a few things I've completely stopped doing, and weirdly enough, that's what helped my home stay much tidier. Sounds strange, right? But it's true. I didn't think something as small as not folding clothes. I don't plan to wear, not keeping empty boxes or packaging, or not putting things back if I know I'll end up letting them go. Would make such a big difference. But sometimes doing less is what works. Just cutting out a few of those automatic habits and the mess doesn't pile up the same way. You don't have to keep cleaning the same spots over and over. In this video, I'm sharing 15 simple habits just like that. They're small, easy to do, and don't take much time, but they've helped me keep my home in order without constantly tidying up. If you're tired of cleaning the same areas over and over, and you want a home that feels lighter with less effort, this video is for you. Let's start with the first habit. The first habit is to stop keeping too many of the same item. This might seem like a small thing, but having too many duplicates can quietly make a home feel messy. It usually starts with good intentions, buying a few extra towels just in case, saving every pen from past events, or keeping all the free mini lotions from hotels. But the more we keep, the harder it gets to find what actually gets used. My sister used to have over 20 mugs in her kitchen. They only used a few, but the rest made the cabinet look cluttered all the time. Once she decided to keep just 2 mugs per person, it suddenly felt more spacious, and no one in the family missed the extras at all. Try this: pick one type of item like towels, water bottles, or skincare, and choose a number that feels enough. Maybe 5 towels, 2 water bottles per person, or 3 face creams. Keep the ones you truly use and like, and let the rest go. This isn't about being strict or living with nothing. It's just about making space for what's useful and not letting the extras pile up. When there's less stuff, it's easier to clean, easier to choose, and easier to relax. Start small. 1 drawer, 1 shelf. Let go of a few duplicates. You might be surprised how much lighter the space feels. And if you're wondering what kind of habits help someone keep their home calm and tidy most of the time, not just after a big cleanup, that's what we'll talk about in the next video. Simple things organized women tend to do that make a big difference without a lot of effort. You might find a few ideas that work perfectly in your home too. But for now, let's come back to today's video. The second habit is to stop collecting laundry from room to room. If you've ever spent half your laundry time just picking clothes off the floor, the bed, and the back of chairs, you're not alone. This used to take up so much time at my place, and by the time everything was finally gathered, I hadn't even started the actual washing. But this one simple shift changed everything, putting a hamper in every bedroom. That way, clothes go straight into the right place when people take them off. No piles hiding in corners, and no more walking from room to room with a basket trying to remember where everyone left their socks. If there's a spot in your home where dirty clothes always seem to pile up, like near the bathroom or in a hallway, that's a good place for a small basket too. You don't have to remind people. You don't have to pick things up for everyone. When the setup works, the mess takes care of itself. This one habit might sound too simple, but it really does save time, energy, and stress, especially on busy days. The third habit is to stop holding on to old or unused makeup. It's so easy to keep products just in case. That lipstick you thought would work but didn't. The eyeshadow palette that looked pretty in the store. Or the serum that didn't quite suit your skin but felt too expensive to throw away. Before you know it, the drawer is full. And every time you reach for something, you have to dig past all the things that don't get used. It clutters more than just the space. It slows you down and makes getting ready feel harder than it needs to be. If this sounds familiar, try this: open your makeup bag or drawer and take a quick look. Pull out the products you haven't touched in weeks or months. If something's expired, dried out, or simply not for you anymore, it's okay to let it go. You're not wasting it by tossing it. You're giving yourself back time, space, and clarity. It helps to remind yourself the goal isn't to keep everything that cost money. The goal is to keep what actually gets used, what feels good, and what makes your routine easier. A small, tidy collection of items you love will always beat a cluttered drawer of maybe one day. And once you start clearing it out, you'll notice it's not just your makeup space that feels better, it's your whole morning. The next habit is to stop trying to clear the whole kitchen at once. It's easy to look at a messy counter and feel like everything needs to be fixed right now. Every dish put away, every item in its place, all the surfaces wiped down. But when the kitchen looks chaotic, trying to do it all in one go often leads to burnout or giving up halfway. A simpler way is to keep a small basket or bin right on the counter. Anything that doesn't have a home yet, receipts, snacks, random things that land there, just drop them into that basket for now. It creates one small area to contain the mess instead of letting it spread across the whole kitchen. And once the rest of the counter is clear, the whole kitchen feels calmer, even if that basket still needs sorting. The kitchen stays more under control, and tidying it doesn't feel like such a big job anymore. Let's move on to habit number 5. Stop delaying quick tasks. You know the little things: putting a jar back in the cupboard, throwing away a box, folding a blanket that's been on the couch all day. Each task takes less than a minute, but somehow they sit there, waiting. And the longer they wait, the more they pile up. It's not that they're hard, it's just that they're easy to ignore. And when a bunch of small things pile up, the room starts to feel messy, even when nothing big has happened. That's where the stress comes in. A simple tip that really helps is this: if it takes less than 30 seconds, just do it now. No need to plan or think too much. Just do it, and it's done. It could be putting your shoes away, tossing a receipt in the trash, or wiping up a small spill. These tiny actions don't feel like much in the moment, but they keep your space from turning into a big job later. And the best part, you'll feel more in control without doing extra work. You're just staying ahead of the little messes before they grow. Try noticing today how many times do you walk past a small task and think, "I'll do that later?" Then try doing just one of them right away. It's a small shift, but it really works. Okay, let's talk about habit number 6. Stop ignoring the fridge for days. It's so easy to do. You get busy, you toss something in, then close the door and forget about it. A few days go by, and suddenly there's a weird smell or a leftover container no one remembers. Then cleaning the fridge becomes a job you have to make time for, and it feels like a big deal. But it doesn't have to be. A quick daily check can make all the difference. You're already opening the fridge every day, maybe when making breakfast or grabbing a snack. That's the perfect moment to glance around and see if anything needs to go. Maybe some wilted lettuce, an old yogurt, or leftovers no one's touched in days. Tossing one or two small things takes seconds, but it keeps the whole fridge from becoming overwhelming. One friend said she used to clean the fridge once a month and always dreaded it. Now she spends 15 seconds a day just doing a quick scan, and the deep clean never feels necessary anymore. It's not about having a perfect fridge, it's just about not letting things build up. No one likes dealing with mystery containers or sticky shelves. This habit is so simple, but it helps your kitchen feel fresher, more under control, and way less stressful. Try linking it to something you already do, like right after dinner or while packing lunches. A few seconds a day really adds up, and your future self will thank you. Let's keep going with habit number 7. Stop leaving things just for now. This happens more often than we think. You take something out, finish using it, then set it down somewhere with the idea that you'll put it away later. A bag on the chair, a jacket on the bed, a pen on the counter. It doesn't look like much at first, so it feels okay to leave it there. But later never seems to come. One thing leads to another, and after a day or two, the room feels messy again. The hardest part is these are all tiny tasks. Hanging something back in the closet or putting a bottle back in the drawer takes less than a minute. But when they add up, it starts to feel like the whole house is out of order. A small shift that helps is this: when you're done with something, try to put it back right away. Not perfectly, not with pressure, just a simple move that closes the loop. The goal isn't to be tidy all the time, it's just to stop the habit of letting things pile up without meaning to. If something is in your hand and you know where it goes, putting it away now saves more time than coming back to it later. Over time, this habit makes a big difference. Rooms stay clearer without needing a full cleanup. You spend less time looking for things and the space around you feels calmer. Try it with 1 or 2 things today. That's enough to start. Now, let's look at habit number 8. Stop overthinking every decluttering decision. This is something that slows a lot of people down. You pick up an old scarf or a gadget you haven't used in months, and suddenly your mind goes in circles. What if I need it later? What if I regret giving it away? What if it was expensive? These thoughts are normal. But when every single item feels like a big decision, it gets exhausting. And then the stuff stays where it is. Nothing moves. Nothing changes. One thing that really helps is to keep a simple basket or bag in each room for things you're not sure about. If you come across something you don't love or use but can't decide right now, just drop it in the basket. No pressure to act right away. Later, when the basket is full, it's easier to go through everything at once. You'll probably realize that most of it won't be missed. You don't have to make perfect decisions every time. It's okay to let go of things gently in stages. The more you practice, the easier it gets. The goal isn't to declutter your whole house in one afternoon. It's just to make progress without feeling stuck. So don't let one object stop the flow. Trust yourself a little more. You already know what you actually use and what just takes up space. Let's go to habit number 9. Stop saving every box or package just in case. It's easy to fall into this without noticing. You buy something new and the packaging is nice or sturdy, so you keep it. Maybe it'll be useful later. Maybe you'll return the item. Maybe it could be used to store something. The problem is, most of the time, those boxes just sit there. Weeks go by, then months, and the pile keeps growing. Before you know it, your closet or cabinet is full of empty boxes that don't actually help with anything. A good way to handle this is to keep the box only until the return window is over. Once you know the item works and you're going to keep it, let the packaging go. If there's a small chance you'll need it, set a reminder on your phone for the return date. That way you're not holding on to things just because you forgot. There's no need to feel guilty for throwing a box away. Letting it go means more space and less clutter to manage. Your shelves stay clearer and your home feels lighter. And if you do need a box one day, there will always be another one. You don't have to keep everything just in case. Keep what helps you now. That's enough. Habit number 10 is about something small that causes a lot of frustration. Stop tossing your keys in random places. It might seem like a tiny thing, but when you're running late and can't find your keys, the stress hits fast. One day they're on the counter. The next, they're in a bag pocket or under a pile of mail. And somehow, it always happens when you don't have time to spare. The fix is simple. Choose one clear spot for them. A small bowl by the door, a key hook, or even a jar. Just something that doesn't move around. Once you get used to dropping your keys there every time you walk in, you won't have to search anymore. It saves time, lowers stress, and keeps little moments from turning into big headaches. This isn't about being extra organized. It's about making daily life a bit smoother. And when the habit sticks, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. The next habit is to stop charging devices all over the house. It might not seem like a problem at first. A phone on the kitchen counter, a tablet on the couch, a laptop charging in the bedroom. But after a while, the cords start to get messy. Chargers go missing, and no one remembers where anything is. You waste time looking for your phone or trying to figure out which charger still works. And at some point, it just adds to the daily stress without you even noticing. A small change that helps a lot is to pick one charging spot for everything. It doesn't need to be fancy. Just a small tray, a corner of a shelf, or a basket near an outlet where all the devices go. You can even call it a charging station so everyone in the house knows where to plug in. When everything charges in one place, it's easier to find what you need. There's less clutter across the house, fewer tangled cords, and no more wandering from room to room asking, "Where's my phone?" It also helps to keep surfaces clearer. No more chargers dangling from every wall, no more electronics scattered on every table. And when it's time to head out, you know exactly where to grab your stuff. It's not about being super organized. It's just about making daily life simpler. One small habit like this keeps your space neater and your mind a little calmer, too. The next habit is to stop expecting people to walk to the trash. In real life, most people won't carry a candy wrapper or a receipt across the house just to throw it away. That's how little things get left on tables, stuffed in drawers, or tossed onto the floor. Not because people are lazy, but because the trash can is too far. A simple fix is to put small trash bins in the places where trash usually shows up. It could be next to the couch, near the bed, in a kid's room, or by the desk. Anywhere you often find wrappers, tissues, or packaging. When a trash bin is right there, people are much more likely to use it. You don't have to remind anyone. The setup does the work for you. It keeps things from piling up and makes it easier to stay on top of mess without cleaning all the time. You don't need big bins or anything special. Even a small basket works. This habit helps a lot, especially if you live with kids or more than one adult. Less chasing mess, less frustration, and more time to enjoy your space. Something else that really helps is to stop doing all the cleaning alone. In many homes, one person ends up noticing the mess, picking things up, wiping surfaces, and resetting everything for the next day. And after a while, it gets tiring, not just physically, but mentally too. The truth is, keeping a home tidy shouldn't be a one-person job. Even small things like putting shoes away, loading the dishwasher, or folding a blanket can be shared. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent. Start by making the tasks smaller and easier to join in. For example, ask a partner or child to take care of one area, maybe the entryway or the table after dinner. Keep it simple and clear. Over time, it becomes part of the routine and you're no longer carrying the full weight of keeping everything. Another shift that makes a big difference is to stop buying things without thinking it through. Sometimes we see something nice online or in a store and it feels like a good idea in the moment. It looks useful, it's on sale, or it just gives that little boost of excitement. But when it comes home, there's no real plan for it. It sits on the counter or stays in the bag waiting for a place that doesn't exist. That's how clutter builds up without us realizing. A better habit is to pause before buying and ask one simple question: where will this go? If there's no clear answer, it's a sign to wait. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy nice things. It just means making sure they... And finally, stop filling the bathroom with just-in-case items. It's easy to let the space fill up backup shampoos, samples, half-used products, bottles you didn't like but kept anyway. At first, it doesn't seem like much. But over time, drawers and shelves get packed with things no one touches. And when everything's full, even finding your everyday items becomes harder. You waste time digging and the space always looks messy even when it's clean. A simple way to shift this is to keep only what's actually being used. If something's expired, dried out, or hasn't been touched in weeks, it's safe to let it go. The bathroom should feel easy to use, not like a storage closet. Try clearing one shelf or drawer at a time. You don't need to be perfect. Just create space for what you really reach for every day. So those were a few small habits that can help keep your home tidy without always feeling like you're cleaning. Just small changes done consistently can make things feel a lot lighter and more manageable. In the next video, I'll be sharing some everyday habits that organized women often follow, little things they do that help their homes stay neat and calm. If you've been looking for ideas to make your space easier to care for, be sure to check it out. If this video was helpful, feel free to like it, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.